What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Kai. I do all types of lifestyle videos, and if you guys have seen any of my vlogs, you guys know that I love theme parks. Right now, I currently have passes to Disneyland, Knott, and Universal, and I've actually had passes to all of these before like this. Like, I've not necessarily all at once. I've had them years before. I've had them since I was a kid. I've had them at varying times, but this is like the first time in my life that I've had them all at once, and I feel like having them all at once has put things into perspective. I guess they're varying options and the things they offer and all of that stuff. So I feel like I wanted to do a kind of a past comparison video because there's a lot to talk about. Obviously, people are always gonna be like, Disney's more expensive, and is Disney expensive? Absolutely. I feel like I don't want to give too much away, but let me just say, Universal, what are you guys doing? So before I get carried away, let's get into this video because I have basically a breakdown of each category that I want to talk about and like explain each pass. That way you guys can see what is happening. So yes, let's get into it. So obviously for price, this one I'm gonna like just rank them. I will say Knott will be the cheapest option always. The thing about Knott though is that I did have expiration in a different category, but I'm gonna put this within price. Knott, you only get the calendar year. They actually make it a point to say season pass because you only have it for that year. So regardless of when you buy your pass, like you can get it in January, you can get it in March, you can get it in June. Your pass is always going to end at the end of the year, which I think is ridiculous because they do increase their prices throughout the year. I don't know, like I feel like that just sounds so weird to me because it's kind of like you're going to pay more in the middle of the year to get like less time than someone who paid less at the beginning of the year and has the whole year. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of weird. I did buy my pass in March. I did get the highest pass, which is their premier pass, which I will say has great perks. Don't get me wrong. Let me just say, not top tier. They definitely need their pass holders happy, so they do great in that sense. I don't know, I think it's just weird that they still do that system because both Disney and Universal do a year of when you bought it. Right now I'm filming on July 25th, so let's say you bought a Disney pass today and a Universal pass today, it would end July 25th 2025. So you have still a whole year with it regardless of when you buy it, but Knott doesn't do that. So that is something to keep in mind. I usually join a lot of like pass holder groups, and obviously a lot of people are doing the talk of usually they start promoting the next year's pass like a few months before the year ends, and sometimes they will give you like, oh, enjoy the rest of the year off but buy next year's pass type of situation. Again, something to keep in mind. Otherwise, just buy it at the beginning of the year. It'll be the cheapest and you have the whole year. When I bought my pass, it was around like $300-ish. Again, keep in mind I got the highest tier pass, so the other passes are a lot cheaper. Like literally I would say like the beginning of the year you'll have like the best bargain because like a normal park day ticket is like $99 in the summer. So honestly, like my pass paid itself off in like a few visits. So I imagine that the lowest tier pass, it's 100% worth it. So keep that in mind. The next one up is Universal. I think they're the most decently priced pass. Also for context, all of these have monthly payment plans. Although Disney's, I do believe, is only just for California residents. Again, another thing to keep in mind. But Universal's is probably like the mid-tier, decently priced Universal pass. Again, it's a 365-day pass, so whenever you buy it, you'll have it to that date the following year, which again, 10 out of 10. They do have 4 different passes. Obviously, like the top tier pass is gonna be the most expensive. You'll have no blackout dates type of situation. I don't want to give too much about their pass yet because again, there's other categories in this, but y'all, they do have like a California pass. It's gonna be like the most affordable one. I mentioned this in my Universal vlog the first time I went when I got my pass, is that like basically I paid for me and my dad and the down payment was $400. And that was the equivalent of like the day tickets for that day that I was gonna pay for me and him. And then my payment plan is like $8. So I was like, you know what, I could make that work. Like I'd rather have a pass, go at least a couple other times. And I have the platinum pass. My sister has a gold pass. They are pretty decently priced. They're like mid-tier. But then Disney is gonna be the most expensive always. I do have the highest tier Disney pass because again, with my work schedule, weekends are always gonna be the more preferred time for me to go. I will say it's over $1,000. So it's gonna be the most expensive pass, but again, it's a 365-day pass, so the day you get it, it'll expire that day the following year, which again, 10 out of 10. But yes, in my rankings wise, Knott is gonna be the most affordable, then it'll be Universal, and then it'll be Disney. Keep that in mind because I feel like, again, price is a big issue, but then you gotta have to think about what you get with this pass because, like I said, I will say Universal, I wouldn't say it's my worst one, but I will say it's more of like a what the heck are you guys doing type of pass. I don't know. We'll get into it. So actually, this is a perfect segue into discounts. Let me just talk about Universal. I need to get this out of the way. I was gonna go in order because I have them in order, but I need to talk about Universal. Only Platinum and Gold have discounts. Their bottom tier passes have none. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You only get into the park. That's all you can do with your pass, which I think it's absolutely insane. Keep in mind, Knott's, their basic pass that is the cheapest, has discounts. Universal, what are you doing? Offer at least a food discount, even if it's like the most cheapest of the discounts. You can get some discounts at like City Walk, but again, what? I don't know. I feel like this is the most outrageous thing because it's kind of like you're only paying the pass to just be able to get into the park. Like that's the only thing it really offers you. Again, you have some list of like places in City Walk that you can get a discount, which again is nice, but like I know for me personally, I don't really like venture out into City Walk unless I have to. You do, however, the only discount everyone gets is that you get a family and friends discount, which you do get some discount on like buying a friend a ticket, like a date ticket. So at least that's nice, but like overall you don't get like food discounts. You don't even get parking discounts. The ticket is just to get you into the door. Like I said, Platinum and Gold do have like discounts. So like my sister was the one that got the Gold discount within our family just because we'd rather have one person have like the discount because that one does come with parking. We get food discounts. So we're like, you know what, you can get it and that way we'll at least have one of us will get discounts. So keep that in mind. I feel like that's the one thing that I just don't get from Universal. Like why not offer even if it's like the smallest of discounts? Like it doesn't have to be a huge discount. I don't understand this. Like my pass literally has nothing. I can get in, I can buy a friend a ticket, and that's it. That's my whole thing with the Universal one. Like I don't get that. Anyways, for Knott's, also if I'm looking down it's because I have my notes on my phone. For Knott's, all passes have a discount. They only have 3 passes. They have a season pass, they have a gold pass, and they have prestige. Prestige is the one that I got now. Literally at the time that I'm filming this on July 25th, the prestige, which is the highest, is $425. The cheapest is $150, which again is not that bad. Because like I said, the day ticket right now for Knott is $99. So for $50 more, you get a pass and you can go multiple times. But like I said, all of these options all have merchandise. They have 10% off merchandise. They have bring a friend discount tickets. You get discounts at the hotel. You get other pass perks, which I will talk about Knott's pass perks in a different section because I think Knott's cares about the pass holder. That's something that I'm going to say already. Knott's definitely knows how to take care of the pass holders. All of these passes have some discounts, so keep that in mind. For Disneyland, again, all the Magic Key passes have some sort of discount. They do change the discount amount per pass, so obviously higher tier passes have a little bit more of a discount, but lesser tiers have like less. For example, the lowest pass is Imagine and they get 10% off merch, 10% off food, but the highest pass, Inspire, they get 20% off merch and 15% off food. It'll be different per tier, but at least they all have discounts. Universal, what are you doing? Please, I don't know, do something. I feel like that's like one of my biggest issues with Universal. You're just paying to get in. Whatever. Moving on. For parking, Inspire has parking included, which is so nice. Again, I have Inspire. I mean, it goes into the price of the pass itself. All other passes do have like a discount for parking, so get something to keep in mind because I think the pass below Inspire does have 50% and then the 2 bottom ones have 25% off parking, so keep that in mind. So for Knott's, I feel like Knott's again has, I think, the most interesting pass structure that I actually really enjoy. I'll talk a little bit more about it in the next section because they have add-ons. So for Prestige, parking does come included. Knott's cares about their pass holders because Prestige, you get preferred parking like included in your pass, which is amazing. And if that lot is filled up, you can go into general admission parking and it's fine. But the fact that you, like, every time I've gone, I've been able to get into the preferred parking lot and it's been amazing. However, they do have add-ons, so you can actually, like, even if you get the lowest tier pass, you can add on parking for the year, and I think that's amazing. So I feel like Knott's definitely cares about the pass holders. Although they did just complete the merger with like Six Flags, so we're gonna see if that changes anything or if it does anything. But yes, I love that they can do that. So even if you get the cheapest pass, you can add on parking, so that's cool. For Universal, only Platinum and Gold get parking. The other ones, you don't even get discount on parking, so yay, Universal, what are you doing? And now let's talk about extras because I feel like this is also what makes the pass and what makes it worth it, you know? For Disneyland, they do have like monthly giveaways. They can be hit or miss because I know for 1 month of like when Pixar Face started, they were giving the foam paw from Turning Red for free, and people were like, we're getting a foam paw for the month? That's weird. Honestly, some of them are super great. Like, they've given magnets before, they've given prints before that are like super high quality. They've been great. But like for July, since it was like Christmas in July type of situation, they were giving away totes, but they were like the same totes they were giving away during last Christmas. So people obviously clocked that and were like, what? Like, we're giving away the leftovers. They do have giveaways, which is nice, but it's definitely hit or miss on like what they give away. Another thing I do enjoy about the Disney Pass is that they do have items that are specifically just for pass holders. So for example, again, with Pixar Fest, they have the Doug popcorn bucket, Doug from Up, and that's only for Magic Key. And I think that's really cool because then it's kind of like, oh, you get something that like no one else can get. They have other items throughout the year, tumblers, they have like popcorn buckets. I know that during the special ticketed events, they do have sometimes items just for Magic Key holders, which again is a very nice perk because you're paying a lot of money into this pass, so it's nice that they have something exclusively for you that's kind of like almost like an identifier, like, oh, you're a Magic Key holder, especially because it will say like Magic Key. I do like that they have options for that, but other than that, they don't have anything else. I know for Disney World they did do pass. Again, Disney World has their own different pass system compared to here in Disneyland. When Tiana opened at Disney World, they did have pass holder preview, so I hope they do that here because I will be mad if they don't. We deserve at least that, okay, with all we pay into this. So yeah, that's kind of the perks that it has. For Knott's, this is I think why I think Knott's cares a lot about their pass holders. I will say that, like, if you guys don't know what a Knott's is, it's a very small like park, but it's very, like, if you're in California, you know what Knott's is, you know? I think their extras are like probably the best. Like I said, they have add-ons. You can add on parking, you can add on dining for the rest of the year, you can add on fast lane, you can add on drinks even. So I think that's like such a beneficial thing because you can customize the pass to you. Like I said, you can even just get the plainest pass and just be fine, but you can even add all of these things and like make it like even cooler. I just love that that is an option because it's really nice to be able to be like, oh, maybe I don't want to pay parking every time I come, I can just add it to my pass. That's just such a good perk. I love that they do that. For Disney and Knott, your passes are within the app, so it's easy to scan in and scan out. All of that stuff, all of your perks and discounts come in the app. I feel like you guys are just gonna see a trend of me just bashing on Universal, but Universal still gives you like a paper, not even like a card, it's a paper pass, and you could put it in the app, which at least is nice, but like every time you want to do some, I'll get there right now. Let me put a pin on that, but let me finish on Knott. Again, you can add all of those things, which is really nice. For Prestige, which is the highest tier pass, there's a special saloon you can go into, the Calico Social Hall, and it is so nice. It's included in your pass. It's basically like a little lounge for you to like chill. It's like air conditioned. There's free snacks in there, which is so nice. There's like chargers if you want to charge your phone. They do have TVs if like you just want to sit and unwind for a bit. It is so nice. I literally go every time I go to the park because it's just a nice time. I get free snacks. They have chips. They have cookies. They have free water. It's nice. And for Prestige, you get a free fast lane pass every time you go for one ride. But every time you go, like let's say I go today or let's say I go tomorrow, I'll get a fast lane pass for each of those days, which again is so nice because you can go on any of the big rides. My sister and I always use it for like Silver Bullet, and it's so nice. I love that that's a perk, and you can actually just get it at Social Hall. That's usually what I do when I check into Social Hall. I'm like, hey, can I get my fast lane for the day? And they're like, yeah, and they'll just print it out for you. Everything is on paper ticket, even your bring a friend pass, because I've used it before, and it's like a paper, like a receipt paper, which is sometimes I'm like, I can lose this. It's nice that they have that added, so it again makes the pass kind of feel worth it because it's kind of like, oh, I can go into any big ride like in a second because I have this option. So that's really cool. Something that Knott also does that I thought is really interesting is I do pass perks for the month. So it's kind of like a challenge, but like every month they switch up the rewards. So all you have to do is go into the park. The rewards change per month. I know the June ones were like the biggest ones because like if you went 4 times or more, you would actually get a free bring a friend ticket. Everyone was trying to get those free tickets. The only way you get rewards is by actually using your pass, by going to the park, which I think is really nice. But they'll have like different ones per month, basically depending, like you could do like 2 visits, you get this thing, 3 visits, you get this thing, 4 visits, you get this other thing. It can be varying things. It could be like you get discounts on a keychain. Like I know, for example, I have one of my pass perks right now is like BOGO keychain, so I can buy one get one free. They do have like extra discounted ice cream, they have extra discounted other things. It just depends on the month, but I think that's really neat. They're also kind of rewarding you for using your pass, and I think that's just, again, really fun. Like I said, like the bring a friend ticket was like the biggest thing, like everybody wanted that one, but it's also kind of smart on Knott's behalf because it was like a 4+ visit reward, so they got people to go 4 times a month. That's obviously what you want, people coming to the park, so that was really smart. But I think the parks perks is like such a neat idea because, again, it gives people like an incentive to actually go to the park, put their pass to use, and actually be there, and again, you get something out of it. So I think that's a really fun idea. So I know that I bash on Universal a lot but they do have at least some perks. If you have the highest tier pass, which is the platinum, you do have the Universal Express included, which is like their fast lane, which I think, again, nice for those people. And then they do get extra Horror Nights tickets. Also, I did just see that California Neighbor Pass does not have flex pay, so that one you do have to pay completely all at once. All of the passes, you do get discounts to Halloween Horror Nights. Obviously, platinum, they get at least a free one, and that's basically it. Something I do say that I really enjoy is that for the summer, they've been doing like a extra summer day. Okay, Universal, I feel like their pass blockout dates don't make sense to me because I feel like if you were to see them all compared, it just seems like a big mismatch of dates. It looks like off. I don't know. For the summer, since obviously some of these are blocked off on weekends and other things, they have a free summer day. This is a perk. Keep in mind, Disneyland is the only one that requires reservations to attend regardless. Knott's and Universal, you can go in whenever. The extra summer days, which again is a perk for Universal, like it's not a normal thing, it's like a pass perk. You can actually pick a day that you're blocked off and reserve it and you're able to go, which I think is actually really, really nice. I've been trying to go with my whole family and we haven't been coordinating our times because we're all busy, so the only time we can go was a Saturday, and I was like, oh shoot, my pass is blocked off. But with this perk, I was actually able to request that day and I got it, and it's just so nice that like they do have that option, because I think that's a very smart option as well. Just one day you get to reserve, you get to go to the park, and I think that's something good that I will say thumbs up Universal. I love that perk. They do have like other perks, like they'll have a special drink and you can request it at this restaurant and it will only be for pass holders. So I will give Universal thumbs up on that. They just need to improve on the rest of the pass system. That is my thoughts on all these passes. Let me know what you guys think down below. I do have a video all on Magic Key if you guys want to check that out. I do say that Magic Key is also a bit of a learning curve because, again, they do have reservations, all of that stuff. I do have a video on that, but the Knott's and Universal ones are a little bit more straightforward to use. But if you guys have any questions on any of these passes, let me know down below. I would love to hear them. I'll love to answer them if you have any. But if you guys already have a pass to any of these places or anywhere else, like if you have a pass to anywhere else, because again, I know a lot of you guys are all over the place, I would love to hear what passes you guys have, what type of perks they give, all of that stuff. I would love to hear that down below. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I do all these type of lifestyle videos. I do vlogs where I go to all of these places. So I hope you guys stick around for that. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.